Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Excuse me, throat is mega dry tonight. Ellie, get the camera up here. There we go. What are we doing tonight? Tonight I'm going to play a little bit of Borderlands 2. I think I've come up with a control scheme that I like, and then do a little bit of Batman Arkham Asylum. I may save that one for last. And do some not Dead Souls, Dark Souls. And I also have a new setup, kind of, for my my camera here, so it'll actually hopefully stay still throughout the whole thing. Although I do have my cable kind of hanging out over here, so my arm might hit it. See if I can re-angle this guy. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. So, let's get back in here. We are. So we're gonna see if this actually works. I think it will. Yeah, should work well enough, I hope. Alright, so yeah, I found a pretty decent. Okay, that was weird. I found a pretty decent control scheme, I think, for Borderlands 2 that kind of does a mixes the keyboard bindings and the gamepad bindings. And I also found a creative, kind of creative way to get around when this is in controller mode, these are no longer right and left mouse. So if you have a launcher that comes up, you may end up having to use the mouse to click through it. I think I found a way to make this work. Let's see. Nut. There we are. So, as far as the controller goes, I got right mouse, but it is also the left trigger. So a half pull is the left trigger, full pull is right mouse. Full pull meaning to the click. And then the right trigger is the same way. Left mouse is the full pull, and the analog is the trigger. So it actually kind of works out interesting in the game, as this doesn't matter because it'll pull up the scope or the iron sights or whatever. But this one you'll actually get two shots off if you pull it all the way in. So you get the shot from the squeeze and then the shot when it hits the click. And other than that, of course, mouse. I use sprint on, I think, the outer binding. Yeah. So yeah, I put in the left shift key on the outer binding here for sprint, which is also bound to the X in the game. And so that way, if it for some reason doesn't fire off when I'm at the full extent of the analog stick, I can still press X to start sprinting. Other than that, I think it mostly is mostly is a regular gamepad. The grips on the back, I may end up changing those. I think the Y button is the jump, so I've also bound the grip to jump, which is what I prefer. And since the left stick click is the crouch, I have that one down to the back here as well. So that way I can crouch and jump when I need to. And so we'll just go ahead and play around a little bit. Kind of a quick one. So yeah, so you see you got mouse control here, and see if I just squeeze, it doesn't do anything. But when I actually click, it clicks through. So I think that's a kind of a perfect solution for the games that will work with keyboard and mouse. I'm not entirely sure how well this is all going to work. The one game later on, Batman, does not like being in windowed mode, and there will be a border at the top up here. And the found out the borderless gaming does not like to work with Unreal Engine 3 games at all. So kind of screwed on that one. I guess I could set it up. I think I set it up actually in... I see it's not capturing on here. Why is it not capturing on here? Why you no capture? Weird. Okay. I don't know what that was, but okay. Oh, right, options. The controller mode that I used is a slight alteration of the nuked controller, because I liked having the bumpers here to the grenade and the melee, and I liked having the stick on crouch, and I think all that I changed was I changed this one to be sprint, so instead of clicking the right mouse or clicking the right stick, I swapped those two, and then I swapped this one, the B, but I can't remember what I swapped it with. Oh, right. Yeah, grenade. So grenade went here, swap the activate to here. Which comes out to that. And then of course in the actual bindings, which you may not have seen that before now that I think about it. You know, just regular keypad or button bindings. Okay. And I guess what I'll do is probably go back through and oh, right. So yeah, the full-on stick. Sometimes it doesn't quite activate the sprint, sometimes it does. So that's why I left it on the X button, so if I need to sprint, I can still do that. I was gonna go to that one and just do that one quest again real quick. And see if I can not fail it this time.
Hey, your dumbass Vault Hunter pal is here, Brick.
Shut up, Rocco. All right, Slab. A Hyperion supply just landed in our turf instead of Jack's. Jack wants to destroy the supplies so we can't use them. You've gotta stop it. Take Rocco's flags.
Oh shit, that's right. I don't need this anymore. I had changed the crouch to toggle, which I don't need that anymore now that I have it on. Yeah, there we go. We are good.
Some key defense points. Drop a flag on any of them, and my slabs will know where they gotta go and what kind of firepower they gotta bring.
Glowing. Oh, right. So with this... Hey, Ashistism, how you doing today? So with this one being both trigger and mouse button, you get a shot on the trigger and another shot with the click. So it kind of works out nice when you're zoomed in and you want to take a quick double shot. I should be looking at the map, shouldn't I? And the reason I liked going with the actual controller bindings was being able to cycle through these guys here. So I need to go back this way. Man, that reload is dangerous when it blows up shit beside you. Ah, there you are.
Looking good. Now get up to the big ass turret on the central tower.
Let's see if we can not fail this mission this time.
Here they come, Slab. Keep the box away from the supply crate.
Coming up this way.
That's the last of them. Now let's see what they were fighting so hard to keep from us.
That went a little bit better this time. Some goodies inside. The exact kind of act that would earn you a tremendous amount of respect from your fellow slabs, were they not completely insane or stupid. I agree. So yeah, the blend of mouse and keyboard with the controller works pretty well. It's kind of nice because of the controller, the right stick click is both bound to reload and use. So just kind of running around, if you need to reload, you can tap it real quick and do it, or if you're up next to something that you can use, you can do that. Things like the sprint being on the X button, which is also yeah, switching vehicle seats and handbrake, jump, but I don't use this, I use the back. Cycle weapons if you need to, or you can just click directly to them here. And what else? Yeah, crouching, trading, hitting the horn on your vehicle. Yeah, it all works out quite well, and it makes it so that you can do a pretty decent amount of buttons without having to worry about mode shifting and things like that. So I think for games that have controller support, that's probably going to be the way to go, as much as possible, using the mouse with the controller. If it, of course, if it works. I know there are some games like Skyrim that will completely disable the keyboard and mouse if you have a controller plugged in. Or, well, plugged in and turned on. So that one, you kind of need to choose which one you want to use. And the smart money is on using keyboard and mouse for that game. Okay, let's turn this one in. I haven't quite figured out how or why sometimes the sprint keybind doesn't fire off when you're on the edge here. I'm not sure if it has something to do, well, now it's going to do it every single time, of course. I'm not sure if it has something to do with it being partially gamepad and partially whatever it's called, keyboard. The reason I did this instead of setting it to the B button or to the X button is because in the actual game, since the X button does two functions like jumping out of or switching the vehicle seats, this is also your drive, and I didn't want it to be as soon as you press forward to start driving, all of a sudden it switches you out of your seat to the back seat or whatever. So I went with the keyboard bind to do it. The only thing I can think of is that maybe there's something with the outer ring binding being on the very edge like that. So let's try that out. And I've noticed with this game, sometimes you have to let the controller, I don't know if it's rebooting or if it's doing the flash or whatever it is, but sometimes coming back into the game, there may be a 5 or 10 second wait before the controller will actually function again. So yeah, it seems like it's, see, yeah, it's not, but there it goes. So I don't know what it is that's causing it. See, I'm kind of slightly at an angle though. If I go straight forward, see, for some reason sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So it's nice to have the extra button there just in case you need it. I gotta go back through the Dungeons and Dragons one. God, I can't remember the name of it now. What are your grips and triggers again? The triggers they're both the mouse button and the trigger. So the pull or the squeeze acts as the trigger, and then the actual click acts as the mouse button. And I set that up that way mainly to get through the launcher in the game, since once you launch the game, if this is in controller mode, you no longer have access to the mouse, and I didn't want to have to actually grab a mouse and start using it. So I set it that way, but it ends up working out inside the game as well. And like with firing, it gives you the ability to get 2 shots off. And the grips, I have this one set to the left stick, which is crouch, and this one I have set to the Y button, which is jump. And that way I can be able to just crouch and jump using these instead of having to take my fingers off of the buttons at all. And I hate using the stick for anything that I use a lot. So that is why I have them set up that way. And if I went with a full keyboard binding, I had done on the prototype controller, and it worked out pretty well. Mainly the same kind of setup as this, but if I went with a full keyboard binding with this one now, I'd probably utilize mode shifting, and probably set the left grip as the mode shift, and do the toggle crouch, so that this would be the crouch still, this would still be jump, and then use mode shifting for any secondary keybinds once you're in menus and things. So like when you get into this menu here with the keyboard and mouse, you don't have the ability to cycle through these. But I did notice if you hit 1, 2, 3, 4, it would go through. This was 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you could bind something else to 5 if you did like a mode shift, or use the center click as 5. So you could still kind of go through those. And what else was there? The main thing was just most things had additional buttons to bind if you wanted to do that, and rather than having multiple functions per button. Just the way that the keyboard worked out. And it's probably something that could have been done by actually going into the key bindings here and setting certain ones are the same. So like since this one is sprint but also switch vehicle seats, if I changed it to instead of it being left shift and C, I'd set them both as left shift in the game here, and then that way they would both kind of function the same way. I'm not sure if it would work because I've not actually tried that in the game before. Let's try something. So, oh no, see, it doesn't let you. Doesn't let you do that. Okay, so yeah, it won't let you double bind keys. So yeah, then you just end up having to make more key binds and probably utilize mode shifting to get everything in there if you wanted to. So, wrong. And swing back out of here. And let's try out a little bit of Dark Souls. I wanted to cycle back around. Okay. I think Krejluk was streaming a little bit earlier, and he was mentioning how this is a new feature that just got added in today. So it's kind of nice. It'll help out when new people get in and they start going through these games and need to know whether or not something is going to be that needs to be configured. I saw it working with a keyboard on his stream, so nice to see that it's telling you need to set up a controller and not just for keyboard only games. So for this one, I basically just use the standard controller layout. And the reason for that is Dark Souls does not capture the mouse, and using the right pad as a mouse, it kept the mouse cursor up on the screen, and it was also very janky, would be, I guess, the best term to use for it. It was the movement was very stunted. Like it would move very quickly, but then it would just stop. So it almost had like it almost seemed like it had 8 different directions in, like if you were looking on the pad and having 8 cardinal directions. Like it would move very quickly to the diagonal, and very quickly to the left, and very quickly to the next diagonal, rather than it being a smooth movement whenever I would move the mouse around. And it even did it with the regular mouse too. So I think it's just the game itself, because the game was not designed at all to be used with a keyboard and mouse. Although people have kind of suffered through it and apparently made it work. And so yeah, I figure this one, it's just best not to fight it and use the controller. So one of the things that I've been tweaking, and I haven't quite gotten exactly where I want it yet, but I'm pretty close, with the joystick, setting this anti-dead zone. By default, it starts here. And what that was doing was basically I couldn't make very fine movements to try to just kind of slowly move my camera around without it just flinging off in a direction. And the anti-dead zone is basically, the game has its own built-in dead zone. I'll pause here long enough, I guess you can read the thing. But anyways, some games have their own built-in dead zone on the controls, and this basically takes that out. And if you go all the way up like that, then every single location on the controller is starting to put input into the game. So just touching the controller will start moving it around, and that's obviously a little bit too sensitive. And I've kind of got it to where it's about right here. Sorry, about right here. That seems to be right, at least as far as my preferences, to where I can still make small movements and be able to make those translate into the game, but I can also rest my hand there and not have to worry about it automatically moving the camera around. And I think the A and the X button were defaults. I don't know that those are being used for anything, so. But yeah, let's go ahead. And this is basically my. Yeah, that's nice too. It does not show keyboard hints though. Is Borderlands Game going to pick that up? Yes, good. Of course, it does not capture the mouse, so I get that off the screen. Can you scroll the anti-dead zone text, or Valve need to fix that? Yeah, Valve will need to fix that. It does have the whole text on the screen, and I'll come in here just to show. Oh, maybe it doesn't. They may have added some more to it. There was I think it was up just slightly. Like there's a little bit more space between anti-dead zone, and some games apply their own dead zones. So the last little sentence was there. So yeah, it looks like they do need to fix that. I will make a note of that. 1 second. My pen go. So yeah, I'll put in a bug report on that. Ooh, curious if they've fixed this yet. No, it looks like they've just gotten rid of the stick mouse. Yep. So they've just gotten rid of the stick mouse for now. Hopefully that's coming back, because that would seem like it would be a promising input mode. And this character, first time I've ever played the game, I'm probably going to be terrible at it. And I just kind of hit enter on everything, so nothing was actually set up or configured. I just wanted to get it to test out using the actual controller. Let me recenter this guy. And of course, I died on the very first boss like dozens and dozens of times before I finally saw that there was a hidden door that opens up. And I think I'm going this way. Get my controls down again. It was... God, this inverted mouse. Okay, attack, block, parry, power. Okay, I think this... Alright, it doesn't show me the things. I think X uses the Estus flask. Okay. And I think A, don't know what, oh, A is the, reads the things, okay. Oh, right, this was the demon. Okay. And I really hate using a stick for moving the camera around. Why does it say the DS wasn't designed for a controller? Wasn't the store page recommending a 360 controller? Yeah, their thing was actually saying that it was designed for a controller. So it's saying that the controller configuration is required because it's not designed for a keyboard and mouse. And it was saying it may not show... Well, actually, hold on. You may be right here. Let's... Oops. I want to use the stick for movements, and it... This game is weird. Okay, I wanted to actually exit the game. Okay, so game wasn't designed for controllers, but you can play it with your Steam controller. Huh. Weird. I don't know. That may be a bug in it. Because the game itself, when you actually go inside the game to configure the controls, it's only keyboard and mouse. You don't have any indication of your Xbox controller buttons. But all of the button prompts are Xbox controller buttons. That's one of the reasons why there's things like DS Fix and stuff that's out there that is kind of designed to put keyboard buttons in where the Xbox prompts are located. And I think it also does other things, like there's a part of the part of it that will capture the mouse. There's a part that will I think change the graphics a little bit to make it more of a higher resolution, because right now, even though it's 1920 by 1080, the game is actually only rendering, it looks like, at about 720p. So it still looks jagged. So yeah, I think the stuff like DS Fix is going to be used for doing that type of stuff. Alright, so let's find a place to go. Oh, shit. But yeah, so what was I saying? I hate using the stick for moving camera around. It is one of the reasons why I don't play very many console games, unless they're platformers and things like that. I absolutely despise using it for camera control. Right, that was just down there. I do need to tweak the sensitivity on this thing too. I think that guy is... Supposed to lock on, thank you. I've been trying to practice the actual parry thing and I've failed every single time. I have no idea what the timing is on it. And of course, Dark Souls is notoriously bad for its camera. Message based on the controller support indicated on the store page. Steam store says the DS has partial controller support, so maybe that's why it says it. Maybe so. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe unless it says full controller support, it'll put that message up for anything. Which I believe Batman had partial controller, so we'll see if that one comes up next. Oof. Camera. Whoop. It gets going too fast, and it's like you can't stop it. What? Yeah, like, yeah, it ain't working yet. Okay, so I can. Do I need to go back? Do I need to go back out the door? Shit. Arkham games have partial controller support. Yes. So, yeah, we'll see if that menu comes back up. Or that option comes back up. The night was back here. It's like I want to just be able to quickly move and look, and that's one of the things that I liked about Batman, is it allows me to do that. Although I did have a interesting time getting Batman functioning the way that I wanted it to. I feel like I need to get up here, but I don't know how. Let's say the stick. Or is that Dark Souls 2, where the stick is bound to jump? Might be. Okay. Well, I am now at a loss of where I'm supposed to go. Because this leads me right back up into here. Let's see, because the launcher, yeah, I think anything that has a launcher, it will, even though the game itself is fully controller supported, it will show partial controller support. Nabs Beats, Dark Souls, yeah, I've seen some people playing Dark Souls 2. I've never actually played either of the games, and figured this would be a good test of it. If I can get the sensitivity worked out on this to where it doesn't just fling me where I don't want it to go, where like once it starts building up the momentum, it seems to go a lot faster, and it always seems to do it when you're not prepared for it to do it. Okay, so I thought I killed him, but I guess it's two of them. Interesting. And back to here. So yeah, I don't know where to go. I'm sure that's super fascinating. I've got to be missing something, right? Would you like to point? Yes, please. If you know where I need to go, please. Do not hesitate. Because I feel like I'm stuck. Wait, is it that obvious? I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh my god, okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. I sat here yesterday after beating the boss. Well, not yesterday, the day before yesterday. And I ran around back and forth probably a good 30 minutes. And finally I was like, you know, fuck it, I'll just figure it out later. Right in front of my face the whole time. Jesus Christ. I am an idiot. There a... No bonfire? Welcome to Dark Souls. Thank you, thank you. The game that will make you feel like a moron. Over and over again.
To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage.
I actually don't want to play too much
The land of the ancient
with this guy
lords.
because, like I said, I mean, I just enter through just to create a character really quick and start testing out the controls. So I will actually create a character and play through the game at some point, probably in the near future. And especially if I can figure out a mouse fix so that I can actually use mouse look. That would be quite nice. We'll do that now. Just kind of want to get to another combat real quick. Next part made me feel stupid my first time though, so don't feel bad. Okay.
Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually two bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
Okay. What should we got? Oh shit, okay. Son of a bitch. Fill the valve, set the thread, Dark Souls to work fine in gamepad mouse mode. Really? So, alright, so let's try this. Because I know they, when they sent the letter along with the controller, it was recommended to use gamepad and mouse in Dark Souls 2. They didn't mention anything on 1, but I just assumed that 1 would work. But when I tried it, it did not. Well, I mean, it did kind of, but not very well. We want to do the right stick, and probably we'll try with the sensitivity for right now. Give some time to reboot. See, it's got the mouse on the actual thing. Why? What? That should be working. But it's not actually... not actually moving the mouse. Maybe I need to reboot the game. Okay, let's... Oh god, this is gonna be horrible. Oh shit. There we go. Oh, it's so bad. Let me try exiting out of the game and going back into it, see if that works. Come on. I haven't quite determined what's going on here because it looks like actual big picture mode is screwed up. Yeah. So we'll take 2. Okay, and we'll turn that off just in case there's something with the controller. Okay. So for the time being, I'm going to set this back to joystick camera. And that's good. That's good. So we're going to save. And then I'll try it with the gamepad mouse. Is there? Oh, that's the only one. Oh, nice. Heh. Nope. Okay, that one looks like gamepad and mouse, yes. So is it done? We'll try it just to see what it... No, it's not moving. Well, hold on. See if it does. Okay, so yeah, we're moving mouse now. Let's see if this works. And it may just be a matter of first capturing the mouse to turn this pointer off, and to turning the sensitivity way down, and it may work fine at that point. Let's see. That could work if I can. Oh, Jesus Christ, that sensitivity though. Oh. Toggle lock on. Shit, what was that before? Was that off or was that on? I think that was on. It's just kind of herky-jerky and ugh. God, that just looks horrible. So it works kinda, but not great. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to figure that or fix that, to be honest. Alright. And we'll get that off the screen. And now this is no longer functioning. Games definitely do not like you exiting out of them like that. Or at least Dark Souls doesn't. Some of them do okay. Come on. Give me that. Thank you. So yeah. Excuse me. I think Dark Souls is probably just going to have to be keyboard and mouse. I mean, sorry, gamepad, full gamepad. Case. Okay. And make sure that's all correct. Yes. Which makes me wonder. Quick game to see. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't. Is there a quick game in the menu? There must be. Yeah, there is. Okay. Good to know. Alright. Okay. What was it? Okay. Why are we not working? Really, game? You were just working. Why not now? reboot on the controller. They made a video featuring Dark Souls, made some special settings to the joystick look. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. I need to see if I can actually find his other videos, because he's made quite a few that I'd like to look over. Because, yeah, if I can... Really? Oh, don't tell me it's on... Is it on the click to activate now? It better not be. Swipe duration, haptics, joystick click. Interesting. So the camera doesn't get an outer ring binding. Let's try that. Oh, no. So the click is working, but the joystick is not working at all. Why are you not working at all? Joystick flick motion, stick to the side for a moment. Oh. And that one was off, that one was off. Maybe it's got some crazy dead zone buffer? I don't know. Or maybe it's just whatever is going... Nope. I mean, I feel the haptics going off, but I'm getting nothing out of it. Well, that's a pain in the ass. Hopefully it's not something wrong with the controller. I guess we can find out. Oops. Let's see if it's working in Batman. Shit. Well, I guess that's all Dark Souls for now, until I figure out what's going on with it. And we'll go into some Batman. Okay. Huh, I've also noticed the partial gamepad thing is not showing up on stuff like Dark Souls here and Batman here. Curious if they... Don't know. Alright, so I'm going to go into it first. And see, yeah, that's working. Now, let's do. Oh shit. Nope. Cancel that. Minus that one. Add. Okay. Maybe that'll work a little bit better. I actually ended up, is the controller any good? Yes, the controller is quite good. Having a little bit of bugginess tonight that hasn't been happening, but not sure what's going on with it. There was a update to Steam today that seems to be causing some problems with the controller configurations and things like that. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with what's going on right now. Uh-oh. Anyways, I started playing this just to kind of test out different configurations, and then it was, next thing I know, it was about 7 hours later. So I'm kind of liking the game. Anyways, so what I started out with this one, since it was definitely meant for a controller, like a gamepad, I started with the full gamepad, and of course hated the using the stick. So I went to try out the keyboard and mouse, and that worked great, except since this was still on a joystick. I'll kind of show you how that works here. See, it still works fine, and really, so it's not putting out any analog movement now. That's fantastic. Why is it not doing that? Oops. Because this is actually working here. It's just not going into the game. That's working. That's not working. Hi. Anyways, so what was happening basically when using the joystick for movement, it would basically disable the mouse. So as I was moving around, I couldn't actually look around at the same time. I'd have to stop, use the mouse, look around. So the solution that I came up with was setting this back to a directional pad and putting the left stick click in here, which does... Okay, so the click is working. to center the camera. And I did the kind of the same thing I did with Borderlands, where you get out to the edge and he goes into sprint, and if it doesn't work, you've got your A button that you can set to do it as well. And then the rest of the buttons are just the standard gamepad ones. I think it was you who didn't know what the difference between generic gamepad and gamepad and joystick. Yeah. Yeah, I was looking over those, and yeah, there's really not a difference as far as their actual functionality that I've noticed, other than the... Of course, it's probably not going to have... Yeah. So the gamepad, or the generic gamepad, has this as joystick move, and this one is joystick move. And the gamepad plus joystick has this one as the joystick camera. Other than one having an outer ring binding and the other one not, I don't know otherwise what is the ultimate difference between those two. Oh shit, that's right, this one. I'm supposed to be following wherever she's at, and it's led to here. But I got no idea where I'm going from here. I guess I can go... I guess go back out to the island? And of course, in the gamepad and mouse mode, the button prompts change based on whichever input was the last one. Try out details on Witcher 3 in his latest vid. So did he do generic gamepad or the gamepad joystick look for Dark Souls? Wasn't my intention, but that'll work. How the fuck do I get out of here? Where's my door? No. Oh, there it is. I'm seriously blind. Sometimes. Gamepad joystick look. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I'll definitely need to find his controller binding then, and see what he changed on the joystick. And I probably won't actually be able to show this because I did change one thing with the mode shifting. No, not on this one. On this one, change this to be the joystick move once the right grip is pressed in. And the reason for that is just when you're jumping off something and you glide, for some reason the WASD of the stick doesn't actually turn and have you glide around. So I got it so when I jump off, I can just hold down the grip, and then that turns that into a joystick and be able to direct a glide. Not entirely sure what the difference is or why it doesn't work, and I haven't actually tried it on a keyboard to see if it works there. Hold on. Oh, now it's... Hold on. Okay, so now the analog is working. Weird. Okay. Trying to figure out how to get back out of the asylum here, or out of this area. Nope. Alright, have the guys out here respawned at all yet? Not yet. So yeah, so the turn is working now. And I'll show you what it looks like with the regular non-analog movement. So now without the analog, see, it doesn't do anything. Feeling that I need to go up in there. Being the botanical gardens, I can guess who's here.
Who the? What's happening out there?
Joker's taking control. His crew is running wild. Is this place secure?
Yeah. No one in or out. Do you want me to, maybe come with you?
No, stay here. I work better alone.
Good. I mean, good luck out there.
Okay.
Batman! You scared me.
You're lucky I'm not
I
one of
walked up to
Joker's.
you slowly.
Stay here and keep a lookout.
Yeah, will do.
Okay. Got to be in here somewhere, and I got a feeling it's here, but there is a cage blocking that off, and I don't know how to undo the cage. Right. This here. I've not been able to figure that out yet. One other thing that's been kind of annoying, and I'm not sure, because I even tried it with full gamepad mode, so that this was the analog stick. When I'm moving this way, it works fine, but when I hold down the trigger to start aiming, it barely moves anything, barely registers, so you kind of have to swing it. And I don't know what's causing that, but that's so far been the only annoyance that I've had with this control scheme. I feel like I need to either drop something on this or find something to open up these gates. I just don't know what. Annoying. And climb up and then drop something. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I don't know. I don't know what to drop. Oh, shit. Kind of. I kind of think there's something up there that I need to get to, but and drop this bell down there. That seems like the way that it needs to do, but it's not letting me aim at anything. And climb up from the outside. Do it from the outside. Okay. We'll give that a shot. Oh, shit. Wrong one. It was... across there. Right? Yeah. Uh-huh. So let's see.
Any available psychos, killers, maimers, and murderers that are not yet in the old mansion? Hurry up, you fools, before I feed you to the man himself!
Nope. Let's try from the other side.
Joker here. Now that I'm in charge, I'd like to hear all your feedback on the place. I'm especially proud of the decor, and I hope it helps you all become more productive in our task.
Uh-huh.
At last. I thought you'd never...
No. Okay. Maybe a bomb. Oh shit. Don't be doing that. Hello. Whoa, too much turn. Thing over there. Okay. Nope. Yeah, it was worth a try at least. Don't want to go out that way. I don't see anything I can grapple to pull. Is that? Is it possible to make that? Give it a shot. Not even a Riddler trophy? Come on. I think that'd at least be worth a trophy.
any available psychos, killers, maimers, and murderers that are not yet in the old mansion? Hurry up, move before I feed you to the man himself! Hello again, boys. Remember to take good care of all our hostages. No one dead. However, a bruise here or a cut there won't go amiss.
If I remember correctly, there was nothing out here. Nope. So I have a feeling I need to get up to the top there. That was that one, yeah.
Please remember to keep an eye open for any vile rodents during your duty.
I've got an idea to try. Test this. Maybe. Maybe. This one? Nope, that one. Nope. Okay. Wait, okay. I see something up there. But how to get into there? Or is that even a hole that I can go into? Is it just a weird texture? Current objective, I gotta find the doctor, follow her, don't actively try to go to it. Yeah, I've gotta find, follow Dr. Young's fingerprints, which I've been all around inside the mansion and got to the, got to that room with the chandelier that you drop on the thugs. Ah, bastard. Thought that was going to be slick. Go back to the room with the chandelier. Okay. Okay. Zoom back to these guys. And dead end from here. Now I said something about the danger of this being also the A button. He said something about them taking her back to the warden's office, which I don't see that in here anywhere. I see her office. Records, West Wing, Main Hall, entrance, and the South Corridor. But I didn't see anything for the warden's office. Unless I'm missing a hidden door somewhere. Or is it in the penitentiary? It's at the bookshelf. Oh. The first one you can actually do anything with. Hence why I skipped past it every time.
I found Dr. Young's formula.
Thank you.
So does that mean you've stopped Joker?
It's never this simple with him.
What's that you got there, Bats? No, not the formula. What am I going to do? Who can help me now? What's that? How about our old friend Zaz? I did bump into him on the way back from the gardens, when no doubt he was acting out some twisted fantasy. Maybe he could get her talking? I think he probably can. Great plan, Bats!
Scarecrow? Shit, of course.
I can't believe you insisted on sitting through that movie again, Bruce. Come on, we'll be late for Alfred.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
Go easy on him, Tom. He loved it so. Alfred will wait.
Keep up, Bruce.
Wow, that is physics. Eh.
Where are you taking us?
We can cut through here.
But it's starting to rain. Bruce is tired. Can't we just wait for him here?
Come on, keep up. We're nearly there.
Excuse me. I do love the papers in with the physics. Of course, that's probably not.
There's no need for this.
Stay where you are. I'll shoot.
That looks all scripted.
Tom! Oh God, Tom!
Be quiet, lady. Just shut up.
Stay away from me! Run!
Whoa. Nice.
Come on, kid, this way. Take a seat in my office.
Is he okay?
He'll be fine. A kid like that with all that money, he'll be just fine.
Shut up, now. He's 8 years old.
Oh God, you walk so slow.
Money won't fix that.
Whatever you say, Gordon. His butler's on his way to pick him up. You hear that? He's got a butler.
I'm sorry about that. I just need to ask you some questions. Can I get you anything? You okay? I know you don't feel like answering me, but it's the only way to catch who did this.
Why did you do it, officer? Why?
I don't know. It's this city. There's something wrong with it. And listen, son. Call me Jim.
Oh, hey, okay. Okay.
What are you doing, little bat?
Oh, nope.
I'll get you now.
Nope. Okay.
And at the end of fear, oblivion.
Let's see where I can go here.
I see you, Batman. You failed. Now suffer.
Gotta be something you can grapple onto.
I know you're there.
Or pull. Oh, yeah. I forget that I have that sometimes.
Now madness takes you forever.
With those boxes being there, it seems like that should be quite obvious to me. Nope.
Your mind will shatter like glass.
Sweet. No skip. Alright, one more try. Oh, no, 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 back up. Around. Oh, are you serious? Alright.
I will break you. Everything you see is under my control.
Need to get up there, but shit. Oh god, down.
Stay still.
God damn it!
This won't hurt. You failed. Now suffer.
Up and up.
Your mind will shatter like glass.
Oh, come on, come on. Asshole. I'm horrible at these timed sequences like this. That way. Okay.
Stay still.
Seriously? Okay. As he's done. Maybe.
You failed. Now suffer.
Got an idea. Because that obviously does not seem to be working.
Everything you see is under my control. Stay still. This won't hurt.
So I was going to try to climb down behind the wall to see if that would work. Climb up and wait at the pillar. Oh, does the pillar give you enough cover? Okay. It didn't look like it did, but I will certainly give that a shot.
Everything you see is under my control.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Whoa, frame rates. Holy crap. What in the hell? Hold on. No. Hold on. Ah, crap, I can't change it from here. Oh my god, it's like in the teens frame rate. What the fuck has happened to that? God damn it. Just go. Oop. Oh my god, this is horrible. Let me guess, he's gonna be looking around too, isn't he? Of course he is. Nope. Oh shit. Did I make it? No. Well, I probably should die. See if that resets my frame rate, because holy shit, this is horrible. Alright. Feeling I need to run back on this. I know you're there. Okay, maybe this will reset my frame rate. Much better. Okay. God, I don't know what the hell that was. Holy shit, that was bad. Although it still seems to be going terrible right now. Yep. I think I may have settings and everything cranked up a little too high. Even though this is a 980, come on. This should be able to handle this, but maybe not. I do have physics up on high, and I have all the graphics settings up on high. Come on. Come on. Run, 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 run. Run your ass, Batman.
Your mind will shatter like glass. You failed. Now suffer.
Alright. I wonder if I can cut down the physics just a bit. If that'll help. Let's try that. I think that's pretty much all that's really fucking with it. And so far, this has been the only place that I've seen any kind of frame rate problems. So I want to be able to skip these. not killing my frame rate. Yeah, I noticed the papers back there in the very, very back are not floating around anymore. So maybe this will help. Oh, no, down you go. You gotta be kidding me.
This won't hurt.
Come on. Off the screen.
I will break you.
Hey. Oh, hello.
Has anyone seen the bat? Come on! Someone must have seen where it went. Big scary man.
Okay.
Jumps out of the shadows and sees up useless stuff. Anyone? No? Good.
Zaz has Dr. Young trapped in the warden's office. I've got to get out of here.
Excellent. Now the question is, do I go down the easy way? Or do we see what's down here? Okay, I guess we go down the easy way. Okay. Making progress. That's what I'll do, is do this fight with Zaz. Is that? I don't think that's him. Nothing else.
You try and get past me, Bats, and I will fry you!
I've been waiting for you, listening to Zaz make the good doctor scream while you played around in Scarecrow's world. How was it this time? Learn anything about yourself? Oh, tell me. Pull up a seat. Talk to me. I'm all ears. Actually, that reminds me. I could have sworn I heard Zaz cut her ears off. Certainly sounded like it.
All right. And okay.
Stay where you are, Batman. Listen to me carefully.
Help me! Please, somebody help me!
Come any closer, and I'll paint the room crimson with her blood.
Now, that was unexpected. Who'd have figured a deranged murderer would kill the poor little doctor?
So I guess you don't take the
Easy. Play
claw to
like
pull
a
the knife out of his
violin.
hand. Okay.
Where you are, Batman. Listen to me carefully.
Help me! Please, somebody help me!
Come any closer, and I'll paint the room crimson with her blood. I know you're still out there. Won't be long and you'll hear her final song.
What are you talking about? Just kill her. She's useless to me now.
Kill her, that will get me.
No, you're not scared of a little bat, are you, Slicey?
Stay back, Batman.
Here you go.
Yeah, stay back, Batman. You don't want more blood on your hands, do you?
I can see the veins in her neck throbbing. I can smell her sweat and tears as they run over her flesh.
That's the spirit! Now stick it to her!
I need to make the kill. I can't wait. She's just begging to be slaughtered. Good night, Miss Young.
Okay.
Now that was unexpected. Who'd have figured
Can't take
a
too long.
deranged
Yeah.
murderer would kill the poor
But I
little
don't see anything up there to get through.
Too easy. Played you like a violin.
Where you are, Batman. Listen to me carefully.
Help me! Please, somebody help me!
Come any closer, and I'll paint the room crimson with her blood. I know you're still out there. Won't be long and you'll hear her final song.
Sass, what are you talking about? Just kill her. She's useless to me now.
Kill her, the bat will get me.
No, you're not scared of a little bat, are you, Slicey? Yeah, stay back, Batman. You don't want more blood on your hands, do you?
I can see the veins in her neck throbbing. I can smell her sweat and tears as they run over her flesh.
That's the spirit. Now stick it to her.
I need to make the kill. I can't wait. She's just begging to be slaughtered. Good night, Miss Young.
Now that was unexpected. Who'd
Wait
have
for him to
figured a
expose himself, then hit a
deranged
batarang.
murderer would
Crouch
kill
behind the
the
wall.
poor
Oh, okay.
doctor? Too easy. Played you like a violin and cut your string.
Where you are, Batman. Listen to me carefully.
Help me! Please, somebody help me!
Come any closer, and Don't paint the room crimson with her blood. I know you're still out there. Won't be long and you'll hear her final song.
Zaz, what are you talking about? Oh, just kill her. She's useless to me now.
But if I kill her, the bat will get me.
No, you're not scared of a little bat, are you, Slicey?
Stay back, Batman. I mean it.
Yeah!
You monster!
Cool.
Evil, evil, evil monster!
He's not going anywhere. You can stop now.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I saw Bane.
I know. Joker threatened me. I wanted to stop the experiment. I tried to give him his money back.
Joker doesn't take no for an answer.
He wants an army, a horrible twisted force to destroy Gotham, but he couldn't do it without the formula. I hid it, but...
So now he has Venom and your formula.
God, he has gallons of the stuff. There's a lab, hidden in the gardens. It's locked off, but the security key codes for the entire island are in the warden's safe.
What else is Joker planning?
How should I know? You think anything he says makes sense? I think he's insane. Oh my God!
Get out of the way!
Didn't see that one happening.
Poor Dr. Young. Still, you know how Mr. J hates a squealer. Talking about squealers.
Somebody help me!
Damn, Harley.
He actually thinks he runs this place. Talk about crazy. Well, bad places to go. Get it, boys. If he gets up, knock him down, but not too rough. Mr. J needs him at the party.
Ow! Don't let him hit you, idiots! Don't let him hit you, you idiot! Is he okay?
Hey now.
Oracle. Dr. Young is dead. Have you figured out a way past these security gates? Before she died, she told me there's a production plant hidden somewhere in the gardens.
The Wayne Tech security protocols seem to be hack-proof. Lucius did a good job. It's a two-part biometric sequence, apparently generated by the Warden, using a code sequencer.
And destroyed by Joker in the safe explosion. Harley Quinn has the Warden, and he's the only chance we have to get past these gates.
Okay, good luck.
Okay. Take these teeth out. And and there. get to the next save spot and... Man, this cape just gets more and more tattered. I like it. Going through the door there. Alright.
As of 10 minutes ago, I have made it illegal to walk on the floor in any part of the asylum. Anyone caught doing so will be... Oh, this is stupid. Anyone caught will have their legs removed and perform magic tricks for Emperor Joker. There, I did it.
You're doing great, Sharpie. Ready for more?
Alright. Well, that's gonna be it for me tonight. I need to figure out what's going on with Dark Souls and find out why the thing was not working for it at all. The stick, once it stopped working. This is... But yeah, I think pretty successful. Otherwise, other than the issue with Dark Souls that just decided to stop working, I think that the Borderlands 2 is going to be great. I actually want to start the campaign over from one of the different classes. I don't know which one yet, and go through the whole game again and play through Dark Souls for the first time using the actual controller, and hopefully actually get better at the game along the way. And if I can find any kind of a mouse fix to be able to actually use mouse look, that would be nice. And then of course Batman. God, like I said, I got sucked into that on Sunday, I think it was. I was actually intending to stream Sunday night, or Saturday night, that's what it was. And so I set up Borderlands and Dark Souls, and then I was setting up Batman, and then, like I said, 7 hours later I realized, no shit. So yeah, that's why the stream got postponed. But yeah, that it's a fun game. I like it. I like it a lot, and looking forward to more of it. I've also got Arkham City. I don't have Origins because I've heard that that one was but I'll probably end up getting it at some point just to collect the whole, or finish the whole collection, and then once Arkham Knight goes up on Game of the Year, I'll probably pick that one up as well. But yeah, I like it. I guess thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I can do another one of these. If not, well, what is tonight? Yeah, if not tonight, maybe Wednesday night. I am on Pacific time, so I don't know what your time zone is looking like. And I'm also trying to get on to NeoGAF, but I guess I'm in a holding pattern and I can't post anything. I've actually signed up for it, but I can't post anything because I've been trying to post in that in the thread with Krejulk and Trial by Game as well. But so far I am stuck at a point where I have to wait for moderator approval or something. I don't know what it is, but hopefully that'll get resolved quick enough. Anyways, thanks again for watching, and we shall see you next time.